live right now. We're live. Good evening, everyone. Good evening from whichever part of the country you're watching us from. Good evening to you. And I'm so excited to be here with all of you on this session. And I want to celebrate everyone that are here and also our online viewers, our friends and followers. Thank you for watching and thank you for coming in. And while we are waiting and priming up for others to come right here, please just come in and come in and come in and come in onto this page. This is Bliss and Bloom. So come in, come in, come in, come in and invite people into this page. So we are starting right away. And wherever you're watching me on us from, you can as well share our videos, our live session to as many friends, families, relatives, as many as. Okay, this is a beautiful Sunday evening and it's very few minutes past 5 and we are here and I just want to thank God Almighty for his grace over us, for the life that he has given us always. We are thankful to God Almighty. And I want to say a big thank you to my husband, Reverend Itanga, the family head of Mantle of Life Ministries, and also to all our sons and daughters, wherever they are. Thank you, thank you. And to my media crew, they are here with me. Thank you for taking your time to make it possible for this broadcast to hold. And may God bless you all in Jesus' name. And I'm here not just alone, and I'm here with two beautiful and wonderful personalities with me this evening. And this evening, I am here with wonderful people. And by my right, I have a sweet, beautiful. She is beautiful. I mean, zealous, young, vibrant, a woman of character, a woman of poised behavior, a woman that when she speaks, you will know that she carries a whip of wisdom. And she is here with me. And I want to celebrate her and welcome her to this platform on this beautiful session. Mrs. Imabong Okot. She is not just a wife, she is an educationist, an academician. Help me celebrate this woman.
Thank you so much, Mama. I'm grateful.
You're welcome, ma.
Thank you.
Thank you. So I know you have a lot to tell us today.
Yeah. As you rightly said, we are here to discuss important something with you. And I want you to stay tuned with us because you have a lot to go home with. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And I have a wonderful man that is here with me this evening, a great man that is here with me. He's been married for 5 years. And my beautiful sister here has been married for 16 good years. So it's not a joke. We're not here to joke. We are here for serious business. And he's here with me. And he has a beautiful wife, a man of character, a man that is so resilient and prudent in what he is doing. And he's here. You will hear for yourself. He's here with me, Deacon Ekemini.
Thank you very much, Mama. Thank you for having me. I'm so much grateful. Today is going to be a great and a wonderful day. Thank you for having me once again.
Thank you. And we have great people that are with us. Live audience with us. They are here, and some are on their way to be here. Thank you for making our time to be here, and I celebrate all of you. Okay, as we kick on, please keep liking our page and keep commenting. Keep liking. Don't worry. Keep liking our page. And I want you to keep share this video to a whole lot of people. Please share our videos. We are here. Share. Share our video. Can we bring the lights to it's like the light is not like let it give it to your face. Yes. Really sharp. Okay, viewers, please, we are coming to you. While they are still mending something, let's go straight to the topic for today that we need to anchor on is on indoor traditional marriage and outdoor traditional marriage. Indoor traditional marriage and outdoor traditional. It's beautiful then. It's beautiful. Please, somebody should help me. Please help me share. Share it to pages and share it to people. Share it to pages and share it to the whole people. This is beautiful. So we have. This ma, can you come here? Good. So it's good. It's indoor traditional marriage and outdoor. Now, number one, we are going to look at indoor traditional marriage. What do you understand, ma? Let me start with you. Like with indoor traditional marriage.
Okay, thank you so much, Mrs. Mfon Itanga. Indoor traditional marriage is just the location, the location, the setting. It's about where the marriage takes place. It is an enclosed kind of marriage. Could be in a hall, it could be in a church, it could be in a hotel, etc. It's just the location where, yeah, yeah.
Okay, she said it's just the location that's indoor
Mm-hmm.
traditional marriage. It can be in a parlor, it can be in a very close place.
Yeah.
What's your take about this?
All right. As it has been said, an indoor traditional marriage is an enclosed location, as she has said. It could be at the parlor, it could be in the hall, it could be at the pavilion, but it's called an indoor because there are some limited numbers of factors that is being considered. Understand, like a limited number of selected people, and doing it according to your budget and the rest. So that's why it's called an indoor, an encapsulated arena. That's why it's called an indoor. Indoor. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, that's why it's called, and it is an enclosed kind of setting. Okay, let's quickly look at what we can look at. The outdoor marriage, or some people call it the outdoor marriage, an open thing. Yes, an open marriage. Okay, ma.
Thank you. As the name implies, outdoor means it's just a location also. It has to do with a marriage that is done outside, not inside a particular place. Okay? It could be in a field. Some people do it in a primary school. You understand? Some maybe in a community outside. That is why we call it an outdoor. Yes.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Yes, that's for outdoor and the indoor marriage, which a lot of people are dying so hard to achieve. Now, I want us to tell us, why do people, they feel it is all about the outdoor. If I'm not doing outdoor, it's not marriage. If I'm not doing outdoor, okay, let me start with him. If I'm not doing, as some people feel, if I'm not doing the outdoor, then it's not called marriage. I have to blow the trumpet. I have to make people know that I've actually gotten married. So I wanted to tell, sir, I wanted to throw more light on this. What's the thing that is making people feel, okay, that's the main marriage?
All right. In our society these days, you know, there are a good number of factors that drives people. Number one is pressure, pressure, pressure. It could be societal pressure, it could be family pressure, it could be in-laws to be pressure. Because these days, if you don't follow the trend to do a particular thing, it means that you are obsolete. It means you are outdated. Understand? So that is why if Sister A is doing an open marriage, understand, Sister B must make sure that that she makes sure that her fiancé does it, whether she likes it or not, no matter what is at stake. In fact, if it's not done, that means the marriage would not hold. Whereas that shouldn't have been the case. Yeah, that shouldn't have been the case. A marriage is marriage, depending on your budget, and that's not the most important thing. Open TM or indoor TM is ceremonial. The main thing is the marriage after that day.
The main thing is the marriage. After that, the main thing, the main thing is the marriage after that day. Okay, what would you call this thing people feel it's about open door?
Thank you so much. Yeah, so many people are crazy about open door marriage. Why it is like that is because of cultural practices, as my colleague just said. You know, in our society, weddings is seen as a possibility of showing how rich a family is. Should I continue? It's a possibility of showing how rich a family is. It is a possibility of showing how connected a family is. So they want to show that they have money. That is why they want to do open marriage. And they want to show that they have dignitaries. Do you understand? The ministers will be there, blah, blah, blah would be there. It's just our culture. And media, social media is not helping, man. You know, when they want to showcase any marriage, it's outdoor.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
So when they do like that, people feel that maybe indoor marriage is nothing to write home about. Do you understand? That it's all about outdoor marriage. Thank you.
But do you actually know that in developed countries
Okay.
like the UK and the rest, when we talk about marriage, understand, you only see the man, there's the groom, the bride with few friends going to the altar and the priest. But
Not even in developed countries
yeah,
alone. Even before now, the first marriage we had was this indoor. You know,
okay,
this outdoor is trendy, and we move with the trend.
sure.
Anything that is trendy, we believe
So what
it
you're
is the
trying to
best.
what you're trying to say is that this indoor marriage was what was practiced in the
Yes,
olden days.
yes.
Okay.
This one just came up, and we feel it is a trendy kind of
Kind of
something.
thing.
So that we feel it is the best.
Okay.
So I don't think there's any difference.
So between indoor and outdoor marriage, there is nothing like the
Marriage
best.
is marriage.
Marriage is marriage. So
Yes.
what about let's clear this myth. What about where a man goes to give something to the parents and to the family and then he's done. Like he's done. Like I can no. I'm not afraid for I want to me ima iko didon. So let's talk
All
about
right,
that.
Mama, you know that what they call indoor and outdoor is just ceremonial. Understand? Marriage begins with a man and a woman. Understand? Before it even gets to the family. When a man and a woman agrees to stay together between themselves, that's when marriage begins. Understand? If both parties aren't don't accept staying together, even if you go to the family, it's nothing. Understand? So marriage begins between a man and a woman accepting to live together before it now proceeds to the family. And when it gets to the family, it's not all about dancing, and it's all about giving what is required. You understand? So before the ceremonial, so this ceremonial, as we call if you've discovered before the open TM or even the pilot TM, things has been given 2 days before. Understand? Which is the main thing. So this one is just may we call people may we come chop. Understand? So it's not just what we should die for.
And Mama, to add to that, I think it depends on the family. If there is that understanding, after everything might have been given, and if they want to stop there, it's okay. But some families, they will say, no, I want an open something. I want people to come and see. I have been going to others. I've been wearing a shebi. So it's just their own concept. Mm.
Okay, thank you so much. But what if I have a question? What if you met a lady and along the line you decide to marry her, and the lady in particular says, mm-mm, he knows this man is just starting life, and is earning like less than 100,000, and maybe she has something petty to do or nothing to do, and then she says, if people do not, if my shebi girls are not there, if they don't give this, if my mother is not giving this, if this is not happening, if the open thing is not, I am not doing it. Then what would we advise intending partners that are, going into this kind of relationship and the woman is putting pressure on him? Sir, to you.
Mama, in my own perspective,
Okay.
if a woman that I'm about getting married to, and we sit down and we assess our budget for for the ceremony, and she insisted that it must be an open thing. Understand? After all said and is done, and she still insisted, man, that is a good sign that she's not ready for the marriage. That's just true, because if after Ndoye Ediambo, that's just the truth. You wouldn't spend all you've had, all your savings on ceremonies, cooking food for people. Then at the end of the day, you guys will come back and understand, be paying debts for 2 years. Understand? So if she insisted that if it is not the open thing that is not done, well, I think the sign is from God that she will not be good. That's just the truth.
So would you let go of her, somebody you've been with for years?
A broken relationship is
It's
better
better
than a
than.
broken marriage. That's just true.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you. And please, we want to, before we go into the question session, I want to acknowledge some people. Please, if we're done sharing for a bit, I want to acknowledge some people. Then, I just want you to tell us there are certain factors we need to consider when we're going into indoor marriage and outdoor marriage. So we want to tell some people what are the factors for you to consider when you want to go into indoor and outdoor marriage.
Okay, thank you so much, Ma. There are so many factors you have to put in place. For instance, if your marriage is maybe you want to do it around July, which we know it is a rainy season, am I right? So you have to consider the weather, okay? Because it will not be favorable for outdoor, okay? If at all you want to do outdoor, you know that you should be financially stable to put a lot of things in place, like the big tents and so on. Do you understand? And apart from the weather, you look at your guests, the people you are inviting. Will they be comfortable outside? Is your place a kind of place that they have sand flies, that they will be doing their legs like this, you know, by insect bites and things like that? You consider security, because that is the major thing nowadays. If you should ask me, indoor marriages, when we have a high standard of security, do you understand? But outdoor, ha, anybody can come in anytime, shoot gun, do a lot of things.
Okay.
Yes, you have to look at that also.
Consider that.
Yes, the
Okay.
security aspects, and there are so many things if you want to look at.
Okay. And I also feel, before I acknowledge these people, we have to also consider the man or the woman in question. Because there are some men that do not like open thing. Yes, there are some men that loves privacy, and they don't love something that could bring announcements. Yes, and by the time you are, I want men to also check this. If you are married to or you are dating a certain lady or you are courting with a lady that she is an extrovert, she loves show, she loves doing, and now you are just this quiet type. So for you, for peace to reign in that relationship, what do? You have to know what the lady loves.
How about the resources? If there is no resources,
Okay,
should we borrow?
okay, sir. I'm coming. What I'm trying to say is, if you are married to such, because ladies like that will put you under pressure for you to go into the outdoor. So what do you do when you have such character of personality, that they are extremely, maybe extremely extrovert, or they are like in between? So I feel what the man should do is have a discussion, a dialogue with the lady. Now, there are some parlor TM or indoor TM that looks basically like an open TM, where we still have Ashebi, we still have a particular kind of uniform, we still bring people from far. So I've gone for a marriage where there were canopies outside. People were seated, they were playing music as usual, things were going on. But the real thing was inside. Yes. So, but the friends were the people were coming from, we came from here to Calabar, we left today. So everything was going on, but the real thing was inside. Inside the house. Then if after everything, the lady now march outside and then dance with the friend. So I think they should have an understanding of who you are married to or who you want to get married so that there will be no chaos. So what do you say about that, sir?
Amen.
Before please let me acknowledge some people. I have Pastor Henry Oko is here. Thank you, sir, for watching thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Pastor. Thank you. How is it called, Abasi? He says the real marriage is when the two families involved accepting themselves as far as traditional dues has been paid. Thank you, Pastor Henry. The rest is show. Thank you. I have D Don Studio, Nigeria. He was talking about the sound is fluctuating, but I think the sound is okay now. Solomon Jonah is here. Sir Solomon Jonah, thank you from Abuja. He says it's all about understanding if the resources is available or not. So it's all about understanding. Solomon Jonah says, Akman Iko Ketang. So this, they said the sound is still not okay. Please, have you checked the sound? What about the sound? Is it still fluctuating? Okay, I have PC Udokara. Udokara, thank you for coming online. I really celebrate you. Udokara, thank you. We are still on indoor and outdoor traditional marriage, and we are open for questions. Before I read, I have here Ambassador Pastor Victor Barnaby. Oh God, I'm so sorry, sir, if I can't mention your name. Thank you, sir, for watching, Pastor. Thank you, Pastor Victor. Thank you. I have Audi Shedrack Sunday. I love this topic, ma. Please, Audi, I celebrate you. Please drop your comments and whatever question you need us to attend to. I also have here Ebong Udo Sandra Godwin. Ebong Sandra, please. Thank you, thank you. Good afternoon. Thank you. Please, the sound. They're saying the sound. What's happening? The sound is low. Oh my God. Please, let's work on the sound. Please. PC says, what about indoor church wedding? What's wrong with the sound, please? What's wrong with the sound? Please. He says, what about indoor church wedding? Indoor church. But that's something. That's
I've
another.
never seen an indoor church wedding is no that yeah, it's always indoor.
Okay.
It's always
So
indoor.
indoor church wedding. Really? Outdoor church weddings are done in the Western world. Yes, in the Western world. So, Udokara, please, Udokara, you come and meet me personally for that answer. Yes, they said there is a background noise. God, what's happening? Is it a fan? What? What should we do? Okay, while going on, we are still on the indoor marriage. We are still on the indoor marriage. Yes. We want to look at another factor considering when you want to go into indoor marriage, sir. What factors do you consider concerning it? Okay.
Praise the Lord. I think the major factor
Indoor church.
to be considered is is the resources, because if there is resources sorry if there is no resources, there is no how you will go for an outdoor marriage, knowing too well that how expensive it is to fly. So aside from, if you have the resources, you can choose to go for the outdoor. But if there is no resources, the indoor marriage, it shouldn't be a choice. Then, as my colleague has said, the location is also important. Yeah, you have to consider the location. You have to consider the security, as she has said. You have to consider because there are some men or there are some people that are reserved. Understand that are introvert, that don't like those open shows. So sometimes it doesn't mean that they don't have the capabilities of flying an outdoor marriage, but just because that they just want to invite a few number of people. Understand? Yeah, a few number of people, a few class of people. They don't need too much crowd. They just decide to go into the confined environment, which is an indoor, just do their thing, and then off to maybe the wedding or their court marriage.
Okay, beautiful.
Okay. Yes, to add to that, before you go into indoor marriage, you look at the space. Consider the space with the number of people you have invited. Because in a hall setting, I think it may not contain much as compared to outdoor marriage.
I think we also thank you. There are a lot of things to consider when you want to go into indoor and the outdoor marriage. But I feel when you want to consider one of the major factor is finances, money. Because I've also seen people, sir, that are from rich homes. The man is rich, but he just do not want something that is elaborate. He just wants something that is small. Exactly. So I think that indoor marriage is not because, for some people, it's not lack of funds. Yes. Some people feel that when people go into indoor marriage, they don't have money. Okay? It's not so. It's not so. So it's indoor marriage. Most times of it is not lack of funds. It is because that's individual differences. That's what the person really wants exactly. Then how do we talk about this issue of the challenges that these people face? The challenges facing outdoor marriage. There are certain challenges that faces outdoor marriage, and there are so many people that are having that challenges. Before I go into outdoor marriage, there are certain challenges I face, or I do face, or people face. Let's look at that first.
Okay, the challenge is facing outdoor marriage. As I said earlier, weather is number one, is still a number one factor to me. Because if the weather is not favorable for outdoor, it will not work, except you are financially buoyant. Do you understand? And security is still a problem in outdoor marriage. If you don't have a very high standard security, it may not still work out. And sometimes you need to be financially buoyant because, like the weather condition, you need to put a lot of things in place. And talking about lighting, if peradventure the wedding or the marriage extends till evening, you have to put up artificial lighting.
You're talking about security. Some people, because of fear,
Uh-huh.
fear of what will happen to them. Who is, this part of Africa?
Of course.
Yes. So some people feel, oh, somebody is coming to touch me with
Sure.
with charm,
Charm.
and they feel insecure
Yes.
about it. Okay.
Yes.
So talking about that particular issue, I think that's some of the reason why some people go into indoor,
indoors.
so that they won't invite
Yes.
unnecessary
People.
people.
And even if they come, they will be
They could
restricted.
control, yeah, sure.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. So
Yes.
thank you so much. Challenges.
To add to that, one of the challenges that is also faced in outdoor marriage is uh, the fear of my village people, so to say.
Okay.
Because of most times, as my mama has said, in this part of Africa, it is often said that if because there is no family or there is no village that we don't have some sort of enemies, some people with bitterness and hatred, understand, so that could that is looking for an avenue, either to hurt you or to cause an harm either to you or your wife. So in such cases, in such cases, you have to consider a good a good security measures. When I'm talking about security measures, it's not just only the police and the paramilitary. You have to consider bringing in a good prayer network, a good prayer team that could harness the atmosphere of that location, because it's not just about doing the marriage, but there are some certain things that happens that takes place at the background of the marriage. Like a certain time, I saw a particular video trending online that while the couple were dancing, a certain woman went in and pretended as if she was dancing while making some incantations on the head of the wife. So those are the things we should also be looking out for. Understand? Yeah, putting people begin, people at watch, people putting security, alertness, and the rest to make sure that the spiritual atmosphere too is also taken care of.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So we have to be security alert about this situation in the outdoor marriage. So there are certain challenges that these people face when they are having this outdoor marriage stuff. Okay, somebody's sending a question here. Can it be? Yes. Can we bring it to you? The camera to you? Okay, she doesn't want the camera. Okay. Okay, we have live audience here. And she said, thank you, Mama, for this program. Please, I want to ask if the husband to be has little resources for the marriage, but the bride understands him but refuses because of advice from friends, how can she overcome voices from people and concentrate with her man's budget? Okay, thank you so much. What you can do, my own contribution, while if anybody has something to contribute, is anybody that is distracting you, you understand the man. You are the one that wears the shoe. You are the one that is in the relationship. You know how the man is, how the man treats you when he has money, how genuine and sincere the man is handling his budget. Then, if he tells you with all amount of sincerity, this is what I have. Two, he has made up his mind to come out because it's real men that comes out to declare, I want to marry you. So if he has come out, he has developed that he killed that fear to come out. That means he has made up his mind. So I want to how do I silence the voices of my friend? Please shut those friends down for now. They are not important as far as that marriage issue is concerned. So what you will need to do is those friends that are telling you, you don't need 100 million to do marriage. And so let me tell you, marriage is not about the amount of money that makes marriage successful. It is not how elaborate your marriage is that makes it successful. There are people that did expensive and luxury marriages and still fell. They still came out of the marriage. So, and there are also people that did door to door, father, mother, in-law, two other in-laws, and marriage as hoodoo, and they went back to live together. So I feel let those friends be shut down for now. Hear God, not the voices of your friend. If you love him, please go ahead. Okay. Do you
All
have
right.
any contribution?
Yeah. To add to that,
Oh God.
as I've said before, marriage is the open door or indoor marriage is just ceremonial. The main thing, the main marriage begins the day after that day, because the success of a marriage doesn't depend on how bogus the ceremony is. Because as my mama has said, a lot of people has spent a whole lot of money to prepare for ceremonies, for traditional ceremonies. And at the end of the day, they don't last for 6 months. Yeah, a lot of people have spent millions to prepare for weddings, and at the end of the day, they lasted only for 2 years. So it doesn't matter how much you've spent in preparing for the marriage. What really matters is how you are prepared for the marriage yourself.
Okay. Thank you so much. So it's not about the amount of money that is making marriage successful. Okay, that question has been touched a little. Solomon Jonas says, Solomon, thank you. Well said. Please, let's work on this sound. Somebody drop here something. Ebongudo says, I prefer having an indoor marriage. My sweet mama always on point. Then D-Don Studio says, please, madam, if the man have only the ability to pay the dowry, please, let's listen to the question, and some other traditional rites, that's the indoors. But the bride's parents insisted that open tradition must be done. What should the man do? Please, the Dawn Studio. That's a very big, I think we discussed that thing here. The family of the man is insisting that it is a must that you must do, before you talk about that. There are some families you go into, please. For men, if you go into a family that your mother-in-law, your sister-in-law, in short, your in-laws are women leader, chairman of certain parties, you know, woman leader everywhere. You know that those people are ceremonial people. They are partly ceremonial. So if you go to such a family where many people are ceremonial, you have to be prepared. The mother is the woman leader in her village. The woman, she gives salt and everything, distributes in her local clan. You must be prepared that she is also waiting for her own daughter's day. So now the man is asking us, what should I do? Please, my talk before I say something.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay, because this time around is not the wife. The wife understands the man. It's the wife's family. I think if they are buoyant enough, they can support the marriage. It is not a crime. Okay? Because if you don't have, you cannot go and steal. Yes. Maybe the man should talk to them, okay, I have so amounts. They should bring a certain amount so that they can do open stuff. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. So the parents should bring money.
They should support.
Okay, so if you
The man has done the necessary things, you understand? The bride price, all the items, and they want show. They should bring money for the show.
Okay.
Okay.
To also add to that, I think that before the family of the bride, the parents of the bride insisted that an
Should be
open,
an open
yes,
day.
I think that themselves they have set aside a certain amount of money that will be added to that occasion, because you can't force someone's child to go into debt to impress you for nothing. Yeah, I think they have set. So I think that they have set aside a certain amount of fund to be able to support the occasion. That is why the amount. So if at the end of it, I will sit them down. Okay, this is what I have for the thing. Whatever that remains, sir, ma,
Mike.
I think that you can as well maybe add to it so that it could be what you want. But as for me, this is what I have.
Hello, ma. Sorry to
okay,
cut in. The
okay.
necessary things must be done by the
Man.
man.
Yes.
All the items must
All
be
the
given,
rights.
the price, the bride price, everything. But the show is what I'm talking about. Oh.
The show.
Yeah.
Okay, the show. The Don Studio. Please, please, if the parent of the lady, they still insist on an open thing. That is the show, because that's what we call show. So we love the show. So what you need to do is let the family also bring something out. Let them bring out their pockets, yes, and contribute to their daughter's open show. Yes. So that everybody, because we can't, if you bring a budget and say, this is what I have, this is what I have, and both of you are okay. Now the parent needs the open thing. Please, I think the family should also support this young man, Baradikba.
Yes, but Mama, I think that what if in a
Baradipa,
situation, what if in a
yes.
situation whereby you've told the family that this is what you have, that you are
Okay.
willing to pay the necessary things, then
Okay.
they are still insisting that since you are to be husband, that you must be able to understand. What do you do in such situations?
Please come again. If you still keep,
If
come
they,
again.
if they keep insisting that you are the husband, that
To do.
that they are not the one that will take care or to take to do the open show, that you must show your ability as a husband and the son-in-law, that without that nothing is done. What do you do?
Okay, I feel what the man should do is go meet the in-laws and present what he has. Please don't marry because of debt. Oh. Yes, nobody should put you under pressure. I think the man should discuss with the daughter, with the wife. It is the woman now that will go back and put pressure on the parents to do it right.
Okay, Mama, if they don't insist, can they run away? Because I've seen cases like that.
Okay.
They disappear.
Okay, okay. Please, if you're a parent or you're a sister to a certain bride or groom, these things causes bride to do escape. Okay, these things has caused some people to escape with the man because they themselves they understand and love each other. So now the pressure of the parents putting pressure on them that it has to be an open thing. Sa ma yan tangi ko kanyan. of us were yem yayen for nam a camusoro. Sio kongfo. Ben steak. Asan ebeyen for okobinem. Amasio kosan ebeyen edoya nemenye. Wherever he has, because at the end he will not keep quiet and look at you as the in-law spending all totally. He will be pushed to because yes, because you are marrying the child. So by the time the man, a responsible man that sees that a can be me try or a can want me try, I can be you family try. They have tried. Let me do more. Let me support them. I think she will. I don't know to come and add to the mother-in-law or to the father-in-law to make the marriage successful. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, we are still on. Is there any question? Please, let's cap it from there. Okay. No lights. No lights.
All right, thank
Okay,
you.
just on him. Just on him. Okay. Let's hear your question,
Okay,
sir.
thank you. I've been
Can you
listening.
come? Can you come? Can you come?
Okay.
Yes.
Um, all protocols observed. I've been
Thank
listening
you.
to this discussion, and it's very interesting. And we are talking about outdoor and indoor marriage. And we are forgetting something.
Let me see.
There is something I want us also to talk about,
Yeah.
going a little out from the topic.
Open team should not be.
Because some things that hinder this a man doing the normal thing is the list that is being given in the marriage. Because I want us to also look at this thing. You will go and marry someone and they will give you a heavy list. The things in that list is too much.
Too much.
And you will end up paying for this, and they still want you to come and do the outdoor marriage. Please, in this situation, I think we should, Africa or Nigeria as a whole should look into these things. If you want this thing to be done, please reduce the item on the list. Because sometimes the couples, they might have the agreement of doing what they want. But the family will insist, you must pay this, you must give this. At the end of the day, they still insist you must do the normal thing, which is the open, bring everybody. This is how we do in our family. Please, let's look at the issue of the list also. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Okay. Okay, he's let's have this thing. Okay, he's talking about the list. So after the man had paid everything, the elaborate list, the parents of the bride are still insisting, right, that it should still come and do an open TM. Okay.
I think
Ma'am.
okay. He's talking about the items. Yes, on the list. When the items are too many, you understand? Some people will say, like stouts, 10 crates instead of 2.
Stouts,
6.
small.
You understand?
Some self they do put motorcycle. Some
Yes.
put
Sewing
freezer.
machine,
Yes.
things like that.
But one thing I've discovered is that most of the families that insisted on motorcycle, on jeep, and the rest of the
Yes.
big things, if you really want to look at them, it's the family that I don't know how to put this, but I'm going to make it a little bit mild. The family that comes from a low background, a low place, understand? Because a man that is well-to-do, a family that is well-to-do, all those things, they have them. A man that has a jeep will not ask in-law for a motorcycle, understand? A man that has freezers, worth millions of amount of money, won't ask for fridge, understand? So I think most of these things comes from the place of poverty. Let me say,
Poor mentality.
Poor mentality. Yes, poor mentality, poor mindset. Because I see no reason why you should make marriage a poverty alleviation. You understand? Yes, but it's true. Marriage shouldn't be a poverty alleviation. Understand? Yeah, because yes, so you don't have to kill him. Understand?
He said you should come and build a house for them.
For what?
Who sent you?
Okay, thank you so much. You know, there are some families you go through and they need wheelbarrow. Yes. So I begin to wonder what wheelbarrow has to do with this traditional marriage.
Pipe bond water, maybe they don't have.
You dig a borehole for them, or they can even ask for a motorcycle of what 1 million. Oh my God. It's draining. It is draining. Please, I think this is please to every parent out there. We are not selling our children, whether it is indoor marriage or outdoor. Please let us not use our children as basis for poverty what alleviation. Please, it is an understanding. If you send that child and a young man that is trying to stand on his feet, a struggling young man that is just earning less than 100,000 is coming out to marry your daughter. Please, let's encourage him.
Yeah, but man, that's one of the things that makes some men that when they are able to provide these items, they will run with the woman.
Sometimes they can maltreat the
The,
lady.
the
After
woman
the
can never go back to their father's house. They can't visit. Yes, it's true. We have lots of them. If you want to look at it, after the man has provided these items, the lady can't go there, and nothing will cross from here over there because they've collected everything now.
Yes.
Understand?
Okay. I want to read here. Henry Uko say, I will carry my wife and run.
That's the same thing.
After all, I have done the necessary. So Solomon Jonah says, Mbok, they done. Go and hustle. The woman family wants to also dance. A party for their daughter. Thank you. So, Sister Joy is in Lagos. Oh, Queen Mimosa, thank you for joining us. Sister Joy is Lagos. Oh, Sister Joy is Lagos. Thank you for joining us. Oh my God. And I have my son here, Rex Joseph. Rex, thank you for joining. I can't read the comments again. Okay, Ebon Sandra says, Mama, I would love to say the bride has a say in this because she has the final say. Thank you. It depends on the kind of family the bride comes. Some parents also have the final decision to milk their son-in-law dry. Beside, the necessary thing is to settle the village, then the parent of the bride, because no one would do this to their daughter to be forever. Okay, nobody will want their daughter to be forever single. Okay, Sikak Luke, thank you, San Sikak Luke, thank you for joining our live broadcast. I really celebrate you. And I have here, my husband is here, Reverend Itanga, educative and insightful. Thank you so much, sir. So many people here said, telling me, I prefer indoor marriage. I prefer indoor marriage. Okay, some people are writing funny things. Okay, Edna Moffat. Oh, she was joining here. And all of a sudden, please, Edna, keep joining. Please keep joining, and drop your comment. Thank you so much for all of you for your comments. This is wow. I have Timmy Lane. Please cancel it for me. Timmy Lane. Hello, my people. Please kindly help me with. Oh my God, Jesus. Timmy Lane, please, we are on a live broadcast here. Please, it is not a place for charity work. Okay, please, ma, we are still on the online stuff. We are still on the online indoor marriage and open marriage, sir. So many, please. I feel that the lady has so much to do here. Because I've gone for a traditional marriage. It was indoor. But what was collected from the young man was enough for him to do an open traditional marriage. What did they collect? I went to a certain place at Calabar. They collect judgment fee. They collected after judgment fee. They collected after final judgment fee. They now come and collect final judgment fee. Then so, and it was so, they were bent on it. They really wanted it to be like given. And the man was giving the money in bundles. In bundles. They said they need it, it's 40,000 and there is nothing you can do. So the worst is when the father of the woman is not available. Now, uncles that wants to sit on this seat of the father, they want to milk out everything. Most of them, they have nothing to do with that lady's future or education. They just want to milk it. So what can you say concerning this particular family you go and the uncle is seated and giving lists?
That's the worst nightmare.
Extreme.
That's the worst nightmare. Because, first and foremost, when the father of the lady is late or maybe is not available, And it happens that either the uncle or the kingsmen are the one to preside. Because sometimes when marriage list is given, there is always a room for bargain. Understand? You can go back and bargain. Tell the father, "Oh, sir, this is what I have. This is what I think we could provide." And father, being that this lady is his daughter, he will give so many considerations because he wouldn't like the daughter to stay at home. Understand? But as for the uncles now, the uncle knowing too well that after all, in fact, about Uncle Yoris itself, he will want to make sure that the lady goes nowhere. Understand? He will say that this one particular one is our tradition, that there is no how we could bargain. That as for this motorcycle, that it must be given, knowing too well that he will be the one to collect it. Yes, he will be the one to drive. This one, we can't counsel it. This one, we can't. Understand? Whether the woman, the lady is married or not, is none of his business. Understand? It's not his business. But if as for the dad will have given so many. There are some parents, there are some fathers that will say, just give what you have and just go. Just take care of my child. Yes, I've seen cases like that. Just take care of my child. Just give whatever you have. Sometimes the father self will put hand into his pocket, bring in money to support you. But as for the case of the uncle will give you shimbai, understand? Instead, he wants to milk you dry.
Okay, I want to add to this. There are some families you go to and there are some men that they just don't want outdoor. And if you go into a family that the first child wants to go into marriage because of the essence of marriage, they killed him. The second one wants to go for a traditional marriage, they killed him. The third child wants to go for each time they want to do something like celebration, it is one attack upon the other. Now, if you go into such a family and the young man tells you, babe, I do not want an open traditional, he might not share the history. But there are certain things that run in the family that keeps killing people anytime they hear celebration. And you hear some women say, you have the money, you have everything, and this thing is working. You're even sending money for your brother, and you say you don't have money for an open TM. Please, there are certain things you need to understand in that man. And it could be an attack that the man is. So you will see some men hiding to go and give certain things to the parents, not because they don't have the money, not because they don't want it to be loud, but they just want to avoid an impending attack. Sure, you understand? So they do it cunningly, secretly, so that nobody would know. Please, I want to advise a lady out there, if you have a man that wants to come out for your traditional, we call it traditional marriage, whether it's indoor, please encourage him to come. Encourage the man. These things has caused a lot of ladies to be delayed because they are waiting for a shebi. Now, what would you advise, Ma? What would you advise a young lady that has bought a shebi for over 100 people? A shebi upon a shebi upon a shebis. What will you advise? Because she will want another person to wear hers. And now the young man says, I do not want outdoor, I want indoor. Ma, what would you advise such a lady?
I will tell her that, or I want to tell her that marriage is a bond. Whether indoor or outdoor is just a location. So if at all you are lucky, you have a man that wants to marry you, whether indoor or any other thing, please accept. Leave Ashebi. After, okay, maybe if the man is not buoyant enough now, after some years, maybe after giving birth, God so kind, you'll be blessed also, you can do it. It can never finish one day. There is still that possibility. We have marriage blessing. You can buy a shebi during that time. Yes, now.
Okay. And please, for us, are you done?
I'm done.
For us to be wise in this present economy, please, I want to advise every young woman, your season of marriage might be different from your friends. Please, number two, if a young man loves you sincerely and wants to marry you, please, I would advise you, and he says he has money for indoor, quietly. Because tomorrow you might enjoy that marriage more than somebody that did something big. Quietly, go into that marriage with God and leave your friends. How about I have only a clique of friends? you cut away from that. Do you know why you're cutting away from those friends? Because you want to keep a set marriage, yes, in your home. I'm not saying, oh my God. I'm not saying that for you to keep friends is bad, but if you are keeping friends that are influencing you about outdoor marriage, you have to drop them for now. Because the economy, things have changed. Because your sister did it doesn't mean you must do it. Things have changed. Ladies, talk to your mother, your parents. Talk to them. Bonto mommy ki yasene ki mo might be wedding. Okay. Please, what do you have to say concerning another challenge or something that these
Okay.
people might face in the open or indoor traditional marriage?
All right. Mama, do you know that most most times, most of the lack of children, so to say, in marriage, most of them is as a result of attack during an open celebration.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Most of them, because personally myself, I even prefer doing an indoor thing whereby a certain numbers of people will just be there, understand, will just be there, and not as if, even if no matter how much I have, no matter how financial buoyant I have, I am. I prefer being in a seclusive environment so as to take away the eyes of people. Yes, because most times I've seen people that after the man was doing well before he got married, then after getting married, few months down the line, the man became broke. Why? As a result of an attack. Understand? The attack might come from his own family or the family of the woman. Understand? So if the marriage is a little bit secretive, understand? It will shield you from so many things, and there's probability of the marriage lasting longer and for eternity.
Okay, we're still on it, and we just want to throw one thing, and then we close for today. And there are issues that are on ground concerning indoor traditional marriage and outdoor traditional marriage. I just want us to tell the world, this outdoor guys. Okay, I just want to tell the world this indoor and outdoor traditional marriage. Now, which one? Because a lot of people are saying, I prefer indoor traditional marriage, I prefer this one. So, sir, for now, if you were married now, which one would you prefer? If it was now, it was now, which one would you prefer?
Well, due to the kind of person I am, I don't know for my wife, but the kind of person I am, if I was to get married now, I think I would have preferred an indoor traditional marriage, then go over and do my wedding with a bourgeois reception.
Okay, go over and do my wedding with a bogus reception. So, Mona no kill ourselves for just marriage. They must come and do. And do you know one thing? I said the other day, I said, these things that people are killing themselves over traditional marriage, it must be this, and your friends will come around. My dear, it is just a matter of 1 hour. When the bride is out, all of those decorations and everything that we are spending money and jumping all up and down is just 1 hour. It's just 2 hours, and we want to kill ourselves, and we are spending money and then go back home and no food to eat. So ma, so ma, what would you say? What? Okay, if it was now, ma. Okay, if it was now that you were asked indoor and outdoor, which one would you prefer?
Wow. You
Okay.
know, that outdoor is kind of sometimes is a child mentality. Now I am
Yeah,
matured.
yes, that
But
one
then
mature.
nobody will tell me a different thing. Oh. But now I would prefer indoor because I've seen that things have changed.
Things have changed.
Yes.
Things have changed. So please, we have some advice that we want to give certain people. I just want to acknowledge before we now give advice in very few minutes. Ebong Sandra says, Mama mpo song. Mama mpo song, Rimboro Bob. The Tosley mamas no understand this one. Ashebi girls. Ashebi girls no go agree. Please, please, oh. See, we go do Ashebi. They wait for Ashebi. It is song. Aya this song. Ashebi the fro. Who can know Ashebi? So please, for you to be smart these days, come and do indoor. Don't kill him. Do what your money can carry. Do what your finances can carry, and then you enjoy your marriage. And you can say, come and slay. You slay even more. You slay even more. Because nobody to slay do traditional marriage, oh, but to slay after the traditional, that's the real slaying. You slay after, okay, again, traditional marriage for Emma. You spend money and then take it to radio, take it to every network, and took it to everywhere, newspaper, magazine, everywhere we're carrying it live. And after that, you came back broke. The man broke. See, sister, that marriage go tire you. You see that romance, you go tire you because you go hot. So sir, I feel that we should use wisdom these days. See, things don't change. So I think if the man doesn't have money, he has money to take care of you. Because saying in the card, we could show. Please, let's manage. I make him elaborate and make luxury wedding. But for the team, we use wisdom and handle it. Except you have the money to show. Then if you have the money, woman, put it for the man. It is not bad for you to sit down and cross your leg and say, the man should spend money. After all, he's a very bad mindset. If you have money, please put it in and encourage the man, support the man. Do not wait for the man to do everything. If not, you will not enjoy that marriage. Okay, sir, what advice do you have to give our people right now?
All right. Our ladies out there that are not yet married, my little advice to you guys is that marriage is not about the 1 or 2 hours of that occasion.
Sure.
There is more to it.
Okay.
Understand? After marriage, you will eat. So now, make sure, in fact, if I were you, I would advise my husband to spend less so that after the marriage, we could see something to invest. Because after today, there is always tomorrow. I know since you are not yet married, you don't know what is there in marriage.
Do you know when I got married 15 years ago, our marriage was big. Yes, our marriage was big. But nobody has come in and said, hey, Mama, nobody remembers that day.
On that 24 hours, they've all forgotten. 24 hours.
Nobody come and said that your marriage when you did 15 years ago.
And Mama, you know that no matter how many bags of rice you cook that day, there are people that will still tell you that they did not eat anything. But it's true. Yes, no matter how many crates of drinks you buy, people always say they did not taste anything. Understand? So you can't kill yourself. Do what you can. But I would advise spend less in marriage and invest the rest.
Thank you. As a business, let's celebrate him, please. Thank you. Okay, Ma, what do you have to say?
Thank you so much. As I said earlier, marriage is a bond between the two people. Okay, it's not all about the location that we are talking about, the indoor and outdoor. It's just a location. So you should be wise as a young lady. Choose wisely and make sure at the end of the marriage you don't regret. You don't have debt to pay. Support your husband. Go for something that will make you comfortable and you enjoy the marriage. Don't keep burden for your husband or yourself. So choose wisely. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's celebrate her. Thank you so much. Okay, for our online viewers, please, thank you so much for having time. Do we have any question? One more question and then we pull it up. Do you have any question? Okay, we want to say thank you so much for watching, and I want to talk about this. Work within your range. Work within your financial budget. Okay, don't kill yourself. The most important thing is after, not today, because a lot of us we are working for today and not for tomorrow, not for the future. So when you look at the future with the eyes of the spirit, you understand that I'm not against outdoor traditional marriage. Please, I am not against it. Yes, I am not against it. If you have the money to go for outdoor, fine, beautiful, fantastic. But if you don't have enough, depending on individual differences or family patterns, please stay on what you can do. Stay on what your family have decided to do. If you want to slay, you can slay on your wedding. I think I've seen most of these are our quite prudent marriage online. Some people are saying that marriage, Prudence Gabriel and Peter Okopi and Vicky James. Hey, how people are on their bed. I want my marriage to be like this. I want my dear. You are dreaming, because that was prudent. So prudent marriage is different from your own marriage. So let us work within our men so that we will not kill the man. If a man has come to you, people's timing are different. People's seasons, and especially for us women, we don't have enough lot of time. Our flower age is not long. So if you get to a certain age, 30, 30 something, it is time, in short, it is too long for you to settle down so that you can enjoy your marriage. Please, if you're a man, if you're a woman, talk to your family, please, and then we keep the marriage going. Thank you so much for joining Bliss and Bloom session with us. And this is Brother Ekemini, Mr. Ekemini Abasi, and
I remain Imabong Ekeminyubong Okut.
thank you so much. Thank you. And they have been wonderful and beautiful couples for many good years. And I'm telling you, what they are saying here, they are saying it out of experience. Thank you for watching this broadcast. I remain your host, Bliss and Bloom with Mfon Akan Itanga. Thank you for watching this broadcast and see you in the next few weeks. Bye. Choi, choi.